Dr. Conrad. Senator Hunt, you're recognized to speak.
Thank you, Mr. President. Good morning, Nebraska, and good morning, colleagues. What I want to do is stand and recognize that March is Theater in Our Schools Month, and we have so many excellent thespians from the International Thespian Society here in our balcony today to celebrate that. And they come every year, and this year I have a legislative resolution that I've introduced in honor of Theater in Our Schools Month, and I wanted to read it so that the kids who are here can hear the words and hear the way that we're honoring them here in the legislature. Whereas March 2026 is recognized as the 5th annual Celebrate Theater in Our Schools Month, and whereas theater education and the Nebraska Thespians organization are both active in more than 44 junior and senior high schools in the state of Nebraska and serve over 800 Nebraska students, and whereas Nebraska Thespians is a nationally recognized theater program that has awarded over $10,000 in college scholarships to Nebraska theater students, and whereas Nebraska theater students and teachers of Nebraska high schools have been nationally recognized for their excellence in theater education, performance, advocacy, and production, and whereas Nebraska high school theater productions contribute positively to the Nebraska economy, creating tens of thousands of dollars in ticket sales and other theatrical purchases. And whereas the legislature recognizes the effort it takes for students, parents, and teachers to organize such great productions, now therefore be it resolved by the members of the 109th Legislature of Nebraska, second session, that the legislature recognizes March 2026 as Celebrate Theater in Our Schools Month, and that the legislature encourages all people to take time to celebrate the history, educational value, and impact of theater and its contributions to our students, parents, and teachers. Colleagues, theater builds skills that last a lifetime. Whether you end up going into theater and you stick with it through college and you do it as an adult or not. I mean, if you're going into business or law or education or public service or whatever it is you end up doing in life, the skills you learn in theater, public speaking, being comfortable in front of a crowd, collaborating with people, some of whom you might not actually get along with, something I know a little bit about, creative thinking, those skills will follow you in life no matter where life takes you. And I was a thespian in Blair, Nebraska, Troop 3142, and that was a really, really important part of my development, I feel. And I was one of the behind-the-scenes people. I was never on stage. I did tech. I was usually like the lighting or sound coordinator. I was the set foreman one year for one act. That was really cool because it had to be, mobile. You had to move it from school to school. But all of these skills that you learn in theater, teamwork, creativity, being comfortable on a stage, being comfortable expressing yourself, oftentimes when society can kind of conspire to keep you from doing that, those are all skills that will serve you the rest of your life. And, I just want all of you to know that whether you're on stage or behind the curtain or working lights and sound, whatever your role is in a production, your role really matters. And I hope that you all keep creating, keep sharing your voice, create something original that you feel like you can stand by that expresses who you really are, and that you know that your stories and your work makes Nebraska stronger and makes Nebraska better. And I am proud of you, and I am proud that you are here. So thank you, kids. Have fun at the Capitol today. Thank you, Mr. President.